I looked up justice to see the definition of justice because there was an ache in my heart because I didn't feel like God was getting what he deserved. And I wondered, what is justice? Because justice initiatives are talked about by everybody right now. So it's kind of the hip thing. So, and there's beautiful parts of that. But I looked up justice, and almost every time I saw justice in Scripture, it was talking about what we give to God. So it's a heart fully surrendered to him, fully given over to him for his purposes. That's justice. The Moravians said, may the lamb that was slain receive the reward of his suffering. So the reward of his suffering is us and people that we bring into the kingdom, and they're in a relationship with God, right? But from there, then he gives us mercy. And Mother Teresa, she would say on her hands, people would come to her and they would say, well, what scripture verse do we need to know? What do you lead your life by? And she'd say, one simple verse, you can use your fingers. You did it for me. You use all 5 fingers. You did it for me. So when Jesus comes to you, you say, when did I bind up the brokenhearted or feed the hungry or clothe the naked? And he says, when you did it to the least of these, you did it for me. So we give him justice, a heart that's beating solely for him, passionately in love with him. He gives us mercy. And then we bring mercy to the world. So that's, for me, it settled something in me that I needed to be settled. Because I think often in justice initiatives, we think we're bringing justice to the world. But if we don't know justice, number one. It's very difficult for us to understand if you bring justice to this person, maybe it's unjust to this person. We don't know enough, but God has a perfect perspective. So when our lives are completely surrendered to him and he is getting justice that he deserves, then he gives us perfect perspective. He really does. And then what we do for him is beautiful every time, 100% of the time. We are fulfilling our calling because our destiny, our calling, is him. Our destiny is Jesus. Once we're in him, we're fulfilling our destiny. So what he does with us, we don't care. We're like this and he's like this. And so it's a beautiful thing. And whatever he calls us to do, we're in love with. And we are bringing justice to the world because we're bringing justice to him.